Welcome back, everybody. It's Dave of Spider Monkey 2A. Today we got our last semifinal matchup. We got the 7mm Remington Magnum. We're shooting 175 grain PowerPoint Winchester versus my personal favorite, the 6.5 Creedmoor. We're only shooting 125 grain Extreme Point. I'm torn on this one. They both performed extremely well in the first couple of tests. Very similar as far as penetration. When it came to devastation on the meat, I kind of forget. I think the 7 mag had a way bigger hole, obviously, because it's a bigger diameter. But the Creedmoor kind of blew out the bottom of the meat. So, Scott, what are your feelings on these two rifles?
So we're actually not comparing calibers or diameters that are significantly different. 6.5 is .264 and 7mm is .280. So it's not really much difference. 28 caliber versus 26 caliber. What the difference is one is built for speed and one's built for comfort. So the 7 mag is built to push a bigger bullet as far as weight significantly harder.
Okay.
The Creedmoor is meant to push a much more ballistically stable bullet at a slower speed because it doesn't need to go so fast. So again, it comes down to recoil. So they're both going to be able to take game. That's not going to be an issue. But the 7 mag is going to have a little bit more recoil, but it's still manageable. I think it's going to be lower than the 30-06 it's going to, be compared against as far as other things, but it's not going to be anywhere near what the Creedmoor is. The Creedmoor is going to be downright pleasurable, and the 7 mag, you're going to know you're shooting something.
All right. And again, we got the test with the plywood. We're going to see what the pass-through is in case you get a shoulder shot on a whitetail and it's passing through bone first, see if it's going to make that devastation and a more humane kill. All right, let's get after it. All right, first up, the 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that was really good stuff right there. Just really that, when it hit there, it just exploded that lid straight up. All right, so yeah, it made short work of that jug. Good clean pass through. That's good stuff. You're taking your whitetail definitely on that one. All right, let's see what the 7 mag does. Next up, we got the 7 mag. Let's see what happens. All right, again with 7 mag, that's good stuff. So good clean pass through, and it just blew out the entire side of that jug. Let's see, where did I put the Creedmoor? All right, guys, again, kind of like the 30-06 and the 308, we got very similar results with this one. It does look like, okay, so this is the Creedmoor, and the 7 mag looked like it had a little bit more devastation, but that's pretty darn close. Let's set up the squash. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, first up on the squash test, we got the 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that made short work of that piece of squash there. We had a chunk come right back by the camera. Hopefully we caught that. When we come up to the devastation, guys, there's really not much left of there. It's still got big size chunks, but it might come down to how far back it blows the chunks. We're gonna see what that 7 mag does. Let's get at it. All right, guys, here we go. 7 mag. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that was good stuff from the 7 mag. It looked like it was a lot faster pass through as opposed to the devastation that the Creedmoor made. So let's hop down here. See, we got a lot of bigger chunks still here, and so that's telling me that it wasn't really blowing it apart. The Creedmoor was absolutely just insane when it came to blowing it apart. This is all I could find left of the Creedmoor, so I got to give that one to the Creedmoor. And as far as I feel, as far as the jug test, it was very, very close. But upon further review of it, this guy's going to show us here, this was the Creedmoor, and you can tell there's chunks of it missing. As far as the 7 mag, all of it's still pretty much here. It just kind of folded it out. So in my opinion, I'm giving it to the Creedmoor. I may be biased, but it's tournament style. Scott, what do you think?
So if you break it down to a third factor, because these two were pretty close, I also give it to the Creedmoor based on what we saw. But if you break it down to the third factor, you got to find something tangible that you can compare these two on. After shooting both of those rifles just 2 times each, the Creedmoor is downright pleasurable to shoot, where the 7 mag, you know you're shooting something bigger. It's just the nature of the beast. So depending on what game you're trying to take, in our case what we're testing for is whitetail, the 6.5 Creedmoor, to me, feels like it won the day. Shot placement could have been a little bit of it. The bullets were similar composition, so we should have similar results there. The 7 mag is definitely moving at a faster rate of speed. Okay. So it's pushing a bigger bullet at a faster rate of speed. So if pass-through is what you're looking for, then the 7 mag did a really good job. Mm-hmm. I think the Creedmoor had equal amount of pass-through with some explosive tendencies when it hit that squash. And when we're looking for some awesomeness, with what these tests were showing, that was pretty awesome. I think the slow-mo footage really will show that. So I would give it to the Creedmoor also, and I'm not biased.
All right. So that sets up our finals, guys. It's a 6.5 Creedmoor versus the 30-06. That is going to be a showdown for the ages. All right, everybody. It's David Spider Monkey 2A, my brother Scott, out here at the range. Give us a like, maybe share this video. Hope you subscribe. If not, thanks for stopping by.